It's about, well, what do you do to get through? To get through today and get to the other side to still be the amazing you that we are put on this earth to be. Today, we're talking about, you know what? When life is not working, and then how do you react to that? My guest, Brita Bigler Peterson, the author of Getting Through Today. It's about an amazing athlete, and it's about her body turning against her with celiac disease and other things that kept going. And again, our amazing author, Brita, that it's about, well, what do you do to get through? To get through today and get to the other side to still be the amazing you that we are put on this earth to be. So we're going with it. Hello, Brita. How are you? How are you? How are you? Welcome.
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
So the book, we're right into the opens up. You're on a basketball team with your sister, and I love the coach piece just pulls me right in. And there you are, and you guys are dominating and like just the the core of the team, you and your sister, and then you pass out. And the piece that as you're reflecting, you got back up because your sister says, "Here I am, we got this." The coach didn't even blink. She didn't even get up. Let's get into it. What's getting through today? What's it all about?
Yeah, so the way it does start, obviously, I loved sports growing up. And I was very competitive. Me and my sister, I did pass out there at the beginning, and she just was in my face. Get up. No sister of mine's going to be laying down on the court. So I feel like with my learning how to be an athlete and pushing myself to the limits, I feel like it really helped me later in life with things I didn't even realize that would help me. Just pushing, fighting, keep going, making goals, and just keep trying to get through each moment.
And okay, because athletes, their mindset, because it's about mindset, right? That their mindset is like we push above and we go within that discipline and that body and mind connection is strong. So normally what would work, the physical connection to bring us through, was actually what was failing you. What did that feel like?
It was awful. I didn't know who I was. I felt like my whole life I was able to push through the physical challenges, mental challenges, but then I got to a point where I couldn't pull myself out of bed. I couldn't think positive. I didn't even know the person I was turning into, and it was really scary.
So the time frame. In high school, you were a sophomore maybe or freshman. Weren't you a freshman?
Freshman, yes.
Okay. And so then break down briefly the order of how your sickness unfolded.
So as a freshman in high school, I was still very athletic. My body was doing what it wanted. So I just pushed myself all through high school, did a lot of sports, really enjoyed my high school, and then went off to college, enjoyed college, was almost graduating, met my husband. And then when I started a family, that's when my body really started shutting down. And we kind of just thought everything was pregnancy related. So I didn't really think I had any health issues. We were just like, oh, okay, well, it's pregnancy. And I had my first 4 children really close together. So I felt I was either dealing with postpartum or pregnancy related things, and really didn't think much of it till I was in my 4th pregnancy with my boy. And I was having these weird episodes that potentially could have been seizures or mini strokes.
And how old were you?
So at that point, I was 28 when I had my 4th.
You were, and still are, so young. But I got to put a little blip in there. By the way, 4 children that she was just on like this. I'm getting this done. So we're going to lean into, oh my goodness, and great for Brita that, yes, how amazing is she? So I'm just bringing that back in. So then So not only so, and the kids were close in age, right? What was the age span of the kids?
Right. So I had my first child in 2004 and then 2006, 7, and 8. So they were all very close.
So they were all babies. They were
Yeah.
definitely under 10, quite a few under 5, right? I mean, babies.
Right.
And so as a mother, that the other piece, that what is supposed to just be working was another part of you, another role and significant role that was saying, no, that doesn't get to be either, in a physical failing.
Right.
What did that feel like?
It was awful. I I get emotional talking about it because I really always wanted to be a mother. I just was so excited. I wanted a big pile of kids. And when I had these kids and started having health issues, my body was shutting down. I was spending more time in bed than I was out of it. It was just, I beat myself up over it constantly. I didn't want to be the mom laying in bed. I wanted to be the mom playing at the park and running around with my kids. And I hated it.
Yeah. And again, being the super athlete, that your go-to, your superpower, that was failing in you. So your identity, who and what you felt at the time, was that also questioning yourself?
Oh, for sure. Especially because I was always able to push myself. If I was tired, I could get myself up and I could push through it. And when I got to a point where I could not pull myself out of bed, I was like, what is wrong with me? This is not normal. And then I started going to doctors and they would tell me I was stressed or depressed, which looking back, I think I was certainly depressed, but they weren't taking me seriously. You know, I had always been this athlete and things. And I'm like, now I'm spending time in bed. They're like, well, that's just life. And I'm like, no, this is not normal.
Yeah, well, it's just a woman. You're just being a little pregnant now, and maybe not. And that some of that's there too, right?
Of course. Oh, of course. I felt like the first few doctors I went to, they just, they heard I had a lot of small children. I worked freelance. I was remodeling our fixer-upper farmhouse. And they just said, well, you're just too busy. You're just too stressed. And I didn't feel like that was the problem. Those are things I wanted to do.
And that was the twist there too, that the things that you were so in your love, right? Because there was so much love there. And your husband being amazing and terrific, which we haven't spoken about him. Things were really in that they should be perfect, and yet your body failed you.
Mm-hmm.
Superpower. The thing you counted on.
Correct. Yeah.
And so the piece, and I love this, is that as you were going through doctor to doctor, what did it feel like that you know it, your inner voice knowing that, no, this isn't right, this isn't me. That's where I saw the courage come through in who and what you are. Can you open that up a little bit for people that are watching?
That's one thing that I would really encourage people to do, is to trust yourself. I've always trusted in God and my intuition, and I did know there was something wrong. I did keep going to doctor because I knew there was something deeply wrong with me. I knew I wouldn't just sit down and give up or lay down and not do anything. There was something causing my body to stop functioning, and I was determined to figure it out.
And let's give a little bit at the time period from when you got sick and then really started to that it showed up again with your 4th pregnancy. And then to when you finally found out, how many years was that?
So in 2008, I started going to the doctor. I went for a few years. In 2009, I got the first diagnosis of celiac disease. And then from there, I had got Hashimoto's, a heart issue. And then in 2014, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease, which had a lot of other things that came with that. So it was a lot of years just trying to figure things out.
It's like, damn, Lyme disease, damn, celiac disease. But everyone doesn't know, I actually have an amazing good friend. It's where you can't eat anything, basically, right?
Yeah, we have to cut out a lot of foods that I loved. So that was hard too with little kids and changing our diet. And at first I thought, well, if I could just change my diet and feel good, well, certainly I will do that. But it didn't really help. And so then I was back to the doctor. And, I ate a really clean, healthy diet, cut out all the gluten, sugar, dairy, soy, and still was not feeling good.
And so even that, again, we're talking about determination and really true believing in oneself. Because that and there being able to stop with celiac disease, that was like been all right. But that wasn't it. There was still more.
Mm-hmm.
So so what is life like now? And what would you say people that are medically and spiritually struggling? What would you tell them?
I would say to be open to different things. I have come across a lot of different treatments and modalities that I would not have been open to when I started my journey. But they've really helped me. So I think trust your intuition, be open. If someone suggests something, give it a try. You don't know if it's going to work until you try it. And life is really good for me right now. I've come a long ways. I'm feeling good. I'm out of bed more than I'm in bed. And it just feels amazing. And I feel this, because I've been in that dark, awful place. And then now to being able to do things with my kids and my husband, it's just amazing.
And we get to also throw in there, well, I don't know, she wrote an international best-selling book that we're talking about getting through your day and getting through today. Yeah. So within that though, because I just love how again, you were pushing through, and that's what the book's all about, is pushing through when life is not working. I don't know if anyone cannot use this book today, right? And so as we're closing this, and I want to get people to be able to get in touch with you and get the book. People are sitting there. The people are hurting. And they're also, life is happening to them. And then when they're dealing with stress, then that it becomes physical. And that, so how do you deal with stress now? And physically, what would you say to them to say, all right, you can get off the couch and here's what's next?
Something as simple as opening your curtains and letting some light in. That was something a lot of times I sat in the dark. I didn't even open the windows. It was so miserable. So one thing I do is I open the blinds. Even if I'm not feeling great, I go out to my couch and I open the windows. If I'm feeling a little better, I'll go outside. I feel really good when I'm outside. I journal a lot, and sometimes I just write out all my negative thoughts and then just rip them up and throw them away, because it's just I don't want all that in my head constantly.
And how healing is that?
Yeah, it's very healing. I'm surprised at how much that alone helps.
Well, because you're getting it out.
Yes.
Physically, you're getting it out, as opposed, and that's what a great lesson, that don't keep it in. It'll fester.
Right.
Out. So what are you up to now? How can people get in touch with you? And yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, so I'm so excited. I have so many things going on now. I have a companion journal that is launching soon, that's coming out kind of with the book. I have a new song called Beautiful Broken that I will be launching soon as well.
All right, wait a second, because again, that the book opens up with a song. Can we get just a hum, a line or two?
Like singing it?
Of course, yes.
Let's see. I'm tired of pretending, so tired of acting strong. I found myself in pieces. They tell me broken is wrong. That's a start of it.
So how can people get in touch with loving the song? So yes, so there can be what's going on with the song, where can we get it, the book, and how do people get in touch with you and work with you?
So you can get on my website, britapeterson.com. And I'm also on Instagram, brita.peterson. And all the info is on my website. So I haven't quite launched the song. It's coming soon. And yeah, everything is up there. And I really look forward to connecting with people. Anyone who is sitting in a space where they need support or anything, I have email, reach out to me. I'd love to connect.
So Brita, do you have a gift for us?
I do. I have the first chapter of my book.
Oh, okay. So the link is going to be there, and then when you grab her first chapter of the book, right? And his song's in there because it's right that opens up. So how great you get to have the lyrics of the song too when it comes out to sing along with Brita. Love that. And thank you for coming on today. And thank you for your courage.
Thank you so much for having me. I sure appreciate you.
Okay, I appreciate you too. All right, everyone. Until next time, and Brita Bigler Peterson. Brita, what a perfect name. Bye, everyone.